'Tis the season to be trolley, tra-la-la-la, here's some crap. Hello, it's that, well, I would say penultimate, but no, it's the ultimate last episode of the year that I'm doing here. And so, make it super amazing and special and a load of crap, I went to Poundland and brought some stuff. Hooray. Yeah, it's a bit of a basic episode today because life has been fairly busy right now, as it normally is at this time of year. I've had a lot of time off, but what can you do? You know, it just sort of happens that way. So we're going to go through some of this crap here and maybe talk about some of the rubbish that's on my table briefly as well, because there's always some relatively interesting crap on this table. It's always worth talking about, even though I never do it. But we'll crack straight on with what's in the bag. Pidge is very noisy today. I've been giving him lots of rubbish, which is great. And, before we do start as well, we are nearly at 200 subscribers, which, in my opinion, is absolutely bloody insane. I haven't had this sort of popularity since the literal opening days of YouTube in 2006-07, when I managed to accumulate around 15,000 views on a video that was so awful I deleted it about 6 years ago. That says an awful lot. I was young and stupid, and it's actually kind of a shame. But hey, that was my old account, and this is my new one. But yeah, come 200 subscribers, if we ever reach that point. I do have a week of planned that admittedly only has 6 days in it at the moment, but a week of that has 6 days, all focusing around one topic, and it's a good one. They're actually things I've had on hand for a long time that I was going to do and just never did, and now I've got a reason to do it. But that may be slightly delayed because I haven't actually recorded any of them, and they do take a bit of time. But hey, there is something planned if we can get to that magical 200 subscribers. And if you like this video and want to do that, like, comment, subscribe, and I've done the YouTube thing. Hooray! Right, let's get on with some crap. So there was no kind of theme when I went into Poundland. This time I just sort of grabbed things off the shelf that looked interesting to talk about. And this was about a week ago as well, so some of them are Christmas related. So, oh yes, there's only a couple. There's not actually that many items in here. There's some food related stuff and some toy related stuff. So I suppose I should have got this all out of the bag, but that would have ruined the surprise, wouldn't it? Right, let's start with this. It's a mobility scooter with a really big bloody engine on the back made out of chrome. And it's Maisto. So the chap, can't remember your name. You were asking if we could buy Maisto in the UK? Yes, we can. It's not the most common brand that's around here, but it is here. It's part of their Fresh Metal series, and it has absolutely nothing to do with any of these companies listed here. Also, somehow they managed to get Porsche involved, which I hear is practically impossible. And Lamborghini. So yeah, Maisto seem to have a lot of licenses, but instead they're churning out crap like this. Although, you know, I would be lying if I said they didn't have other things in the shop, but this is the one that I brought. Oh, it's number 32, and it's not straight. Like, it's not straight. That's really annoying. It feels really kind of cheap and nasty. Ugh. It's got a gear stick there, so obviously you've got gears for this. Purr cart. It's not even power, it's just purr cart. Purr cart. I've got my purr cart. I'm going to go to the shops. Have I got anything on the table of crap that I can put on the purr cart? No, because I think I threw it in the bin. There we go. I'm going to the shops on my purr cart. Well, that's crap. I hate that. Oh, that was it. I actually brought a few different brands. We've got a Maisto, we've got a Hot Wheels, and we've got Roadsters. Oh, I killed the dinosaur. No, you have to sit there on your cart, and don't forget to burn your ass on the huge exhaust coming out the back. That's definitely not going to be good. Roadsters, Poundland's brand of crap. I just tend to buy cars. Actually, I was going to do a comparison between the lot, but the Hot Wheels one is probably going to win, even though it's completely different to the normal. So here's all the wonderful Roadsters cars you can get, and it's got a lion on the back, which means it's really, really good. Warning, not suitable for children under 36 months. Choking hazards due to small parts. Yeah, alright, you could probably choke on those. This one comes out a lot easier. Oh, it's actually got a backing plastic. That's actually much nicer packaging, so you can put them back in the storage. This is probably better than the cars. Oh, my. Oh, wow, they are cheap. Like, I thought this was cheap, but these are all very, very cheap and horrible. You go back there. I mean, I think it's die-cast. It's such thin and horrible metal, and the wheels, can I... There we go. Yeah, you can sort of bend the axles here without too many issues. Oh, that one's a bit tougher. It wouldn't survive much play time. I mean, I'm not sad about that one, really. I mean, I suppose they do roll, so they are roadsters, and you could have a lovely head-on collision where everybody dies. A nice T-bone, there you go, a big T-bone, death, pain, horror, death, pain, horror, death, pain, horror. It survived that. Will this one survive it? I'm going to mark my table doing this. Oh, no, this one is now got a wheel bent. Well, I suppose if I'm beating cars with each other, you sort of expect it. Let's, I'm going to break my table. This is a good way to use a Game Boy printer. I don't even know if that one works. So yeah, they're kind of cheap and nasty. In fact, they are actually really nasty. Normally I keep toy cars. I've got them in a box, but I don't think I'll be keeping these ones because they're so nasty. I think they're just going to go straight in the bin. And to be fair, even though I kept those really horrible ones, like you remember the Hot Wheels one that you put forward and the face changes? And I've got that still, but I don't think I can bear to keep that thing. But let's move on to this. This is a Hot Wheels car. This is a wooden car, auto in Lengo. Don't know what Lengo means, but you know. Oh, wait, that's wooden car. An auto in Lengo means it's an automobile that's wooden. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I noticed this one. In fact, seeing this was the whole reason I decided to do this video based on just Poundland stuff, and I haven't brought much this year. Because I have never seen a Hot Wheels wooden cars, and if you're English, and maybe other countries as well, these wooden trains, you will most likely remember because they're everywhere. And they're really, really good. And this one's just really, really basic on the back. MC Group, Italian license. That's a new one to me, so that must be Italian then. That's a new one to me, actually. I haven't seen MC Group on the back of these. No, they had 2 or 3 makes of these, and this is the one I got. And I'm really genuinely quite intrigued because I've never seen a Hot Wheels car, or even any major car company, sort of do a wooden car. And I said, I have a lot of nostalgia for these things, although the train's more than the cars. But yeah, no, it is basically a hunk of wood with a paint job. And that's also paint, that's not a sticker, with 2 pieces of, metal going through and then wheels. Ooh, I don't like... yeah, that's actually kind of cheaper than I expected. I mean, normally on the trains, again, if we look at the packaging quickly, I've torn it, you can't see. You might be able to see there's a magnet on the front and magnets on the back that allow you to connect trailers and so forth. Obviously, we haven't got that on here, but this is actually cheaper than most of these I come across. So if you look, we've got a flat hubcap here, but a rivet set here, which means this is most likely literally riveted in place. I used to work in a factory when they made lighting, and they had a rivet machine where you'd literally put it in place, put the rivet through, and the machine would rivet it. And I assume that's all that's happened here. They've sort of put the wheels in place, put a rivet through, and just gone for it. It's got to be something along those lines, which is really, really cheap. I mean, the old ones I used to have, they had these on each side. But it's not a bad thing. I'm sure, if children were to play with it, it would probably survive. It rolls about as standardly as you can expect a car like this, and it would go on the wooden tracks, which again are shown here, although they're normally for trains. It's a bit long and looks a bit silly, but I actually dislike it. And it has got Mattel on it. Hot Wheels Mattel. Fortunately, there's no printing on the front, but that's kind of common with these things. It's most definitely not the worst thing I've ever come across, and I do kind of like it, although unlike normal toy cars, I won't actually be collecting these because I do not have room for more wooden things. So now we're going to move on to the very few food items. It's quite a short video anyway. God, we've reached 8 minutes already. How the hell have we managed to do that? Oh, I've got 2 food items here, but one is biscuits. Let's do it. Milka Biscuits. I've only ever had Milka chocolate. And it's normally quite nice, if not a little sickly, that's the word, I was going to say silky. But these are biscuits in Poundland, can't go wrong with a bit of Milka. A couple of years ago, they built inflatable cows, quite large ones, for advertising. And they're now incredibly rare and hard to get a hold of. Don't ask how I know that. So it's a biscuit, the chocolate is melting onto my fingers, with Milka on, and it's all chocolate on the back, and I'm going to... That's actually really nice. Like, that's nicer than most chocolate biscuits that I eat. Which means these are definitely going to be eaten whilst I'm tidying the house after this. Maybe not that one since I just dropped it on the table, and God knows what's on this table. But yeah, that's really nice. Buy Milka Biscuits. And the second thing, it's... yeah, I'm kind of rushing through this now because I haven't done food before. It's a new one. I should really start doing food. And I'm aware there's a massive chocolate robin back here, but that's not for today. Jingle bells, jingle all the dead. Santa has finished his job for the year, and now he's been encased in some form of foil so that we may eat him. Yeah, it's a Kinder Egg. It's a really big Kinder Egg, and I've already had one of these, and they're really, really nice. If you're not in the UK, we do have these Kinder Eggs. They're... I think it's only America they're illegal in, which it kind of makes sense in a way. They've even printed his face. And they've got a white and a dark chocolate, like here. And it's so nice. It's unreal how nice it is. So much so that I'm going to eat it whilst we're talking. But it's a giant Santa, and there's a Kinder Egg surprise inside. Now, the last one of these surprises I gave to my pet pigeon. And he's actually got the capsule as well. He keeps kind of trying to sit on it like it's an egg, which makes sense. I'm going to eat this right after this whilst this video is uploading. So I'm probably going to give him this one as well so he can confuse himself even more. He's not a very good father, though. But yeah, these are the reason they're banned in the US, because it's a non-edible item inside an edible item, which is actually kind of a law that makes sense. I think these ones are a slightly older design as well, because with a lot of them, they have holes in the bottom and the top, so if the child somehow manages to swallow this, and it does happen because children are bloody stupid, they can continue to breathe until the item is removed, but that doesn't appear to be the case on this one. You sort of squeeze it open, and what have we got? We've got a snowman. Ooh, it's a snowman. Yeah, these, the other one was a penguin, so it was the same sort of thing. It was on my desk. I think I know where it is, actually. Bear with me. I'm not even going to jump cut, because I'm literally walking over here. Oh, it's not. Oh, there it is. It fell in the container of pigeon shit. Don't ask. There we go. There's the other one. Oh, yes, and I've set Pidge off by walking over to him, but this is the one that's come out. Yeah, it's a Santa. It's a snowman, and you're supposed to connect this thing to him, and it's like a sled or a shield or something like that. Maybe it's like Thanos and his Infinity Glove, but better. But yeah, it is a snowman. It is nicely moulded. These are the sort of things you get out of Kinder Egg. It comes with a little rope, because the idea is that you kind of fish this through here like that and tie it up, and it becomes a Christmas tree ornament. And they're actually quite nice. I would hang these on my tree if I ever bothered putting a Christmas tree up. But because I am a Scrooge and have not had a Christmas at home for about 4 years, I don't bother. But they're really nicely moulded. Very good. Very nice. As you can see, we've got there. Many things you can have: a hip and cool reindeer with a sleigh. You can have the penguin you can have a small child trying to figure out what the hell is going on. The snowman who's literally pulled out one of his organs. You can have the polar bear who's smugly watching everybody. You can have Santa who's just like, what the f is going on here? You can have a fox that's being choked to death by a massive tie. Or you can have a furry who's trying to hide their shame. Hello, I'm a furry and I don't try to hide my shame. And, you know, you're supposed to connect this to his back or something. And, oh, if you get all of the things, you can make a bracelet out of them. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that, though. Download the free Magic Kinder app. I'm not doing that because I record these videos on my phone. Yeah, that's everything I brought from Poundland. That actually lasted an awful lot longer than I expected. But we still have time to go over one piece of crap, at least on my table. We're going to talk about poker dice. I brought these poker dice in a market. And if you've never played poker dice, they're great. All you do, they're dice, 6-sided obviously, that go from 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. And it is just like, 21 stong, I can't remember what it's called. What you got to do, you get 3 rolls, throw the dice like so. Got to try and get the best combo. So I got 2 queens here. I'll keep those 2, and I'll re-roll like so. And I got nothing there, so it's my final roll like this. So you got 2 queens and a jack. Okay, 2 queens and a jack, and then the next player rolls. You go. So I've got 2 pairs here. 2 pairs automatically beats a single pair. So, and then, you know, you've won. And just even get a triple. No, and that's poker dice. And this is a very small set. It cost me £1. They're absolutely fantastic and remain as one of my favourite sort of little pastimes with my mates when they don't think that I'm being boring and old. Have a great new year. Merry Christmas for the time I was late. I will keep making Barry the Bus things because I'm bloody insane and they're quite a lot of fun to make. And here is a budgerigar. Chirp, chirp, Mother Squawker.